Hey, Storytelling Ron here, and I want to talk about treasures and kind of breaking up an adventure from combat and encounters to getting treasures and how I kind of do it. So I made my own list of treasures. Just to I like simple treasures and simple explanations for treasures, so that especially for like new players, because the people that are playing in my campaign are well, not they would know, but I personally just like simple stuff, and we'll play out the intricate stuff with their how they play stuff. Anyway, whatever you get what I'm saying. I hope. So I make my own list, and probably because I like doing making my own list anyway, and what I think they'll need. So here's the list of things that I do. I start off with they'll get if they get it, like so in this room there will be 3 treasure rolls. So I'll have them do this, and they can roll, and then this is the different categories, and this is actually skip over that. And this is the potions, this is the weapons, helpful magical items, and for the wizard. And so here's how I have that. Then also another thing I do is this little list here. I like to just instead of like describing every little item that they find, you find a pendant with a ruby or a necklace or a candelabra that's worth 50 gold. Instead of doing that, I just say you find 4 merchant items, and they know that 4 merchant items their value is 10 gold times 1d10. So it could be 10 to 100 gold value. Okay, that's the merchant items. Or noble items is 100 gold, so it's 100 gold to 1,000 gold in value. And obviously, I make merchant items the most common. Well, there's common items and then merchant items, and then there's noble items, lordly, and legendary. And obviously, legendary. So legendary would be like a scepter, or crown, or something. Something rare and only one. And I probably specifically have that somewhere. A lordly item would be, same kind of thing, like something jewels or whatever lords would have, rings or um, things like that. And those are obviously going to be extremely rare. And noble will be so there will be a few noble items, I would say, and mostly merchant and common items in a treasure trove if they find anything. And I'll put in the encounter like how many I think that up to based on. So here I'll show you. So they're going to the stone giant area, and I got the barbarians. I've kind of made my own list of barbarians. I made them tougher, the barbarians and stuff. And this is the treasure they're going to find once in each barbarian area. So if they do an investigate, right? If they make over 15 difficulty class 15, if they go from 15 to 18, I will do gold, do some gold, because I only use gold, by the way. I don't use silver or copper. It's just to simplify it. It's enough already to have just gold, so I just use gold. And if they want to buy a drink, I'll say 1 gold for the night, kind of thing, plus food and all that, depending on the place. And then if they use investigate and they get a 19 to 20, I'll give them 1d6 merchant items. If they get 21 to 23, I'll give them an additional 1d6 merchant items. And if they roll, investigate 24 or 25, I'll give them +1 noble. If they roll 26, I'll give them +1 magical. And if they roll 30, I'll give them a lordly item. Something that the barbarians have found and put in their lair. So that's how I do treasure. Another thing I do, and you should think about too, is, can you see this? Let me move this over a little bit. Oh, nope, undo that. I gotta do hand. Where's hand? Just do that way. Move you over. Maybe I could zoom in a little. Sorry. Probably should do it like that. Okay, so there's a layer there with mushrooms and in the stone giant area, and then they have black puddings in there. I'm gonna take the black puddings out, and the reason being is that there's just so much combat in this area. I don't need them to keep combating the whole time. I want to break it up into some rooms are investigative rooms where they'll kind of look around and do things. There's also another room where they can pick out gems, uncut gems, and get some value there. So I'll see if they play around in that room. You know what I mean? So you want to have some rooms that are more investigative and intriguing, and breaks up, gives a nice momentum to the dungeon or wherever. So in the mushroom area, I'm going to take out the black puddings because it's just boring kind of combat. And I'm going to do where one of them has an apothecary kit or an alchemy supplies or whatever, the wizard, and I'm going to encourage. I like to encourage them using kits. I really find it kind of neat. And they do have a few kits. She has that one. The other guy has a cookery kit. Oh, I just forgot about that. I'm gonna have it so that he can cookery stuff. So cookery stuff. Okay, just remind myself. So when he goes in there, when she does it, okay. So when she does it, if she rolls a investigate DC 15, so see here, if she goes a 15 to 20, I'll say you will find enough materials for your apothecary kit to make 1d4 healing potions. You know, these right here. If she rolls a 21 or 25, I will say 1d4 gigantism. You know, based on this area, and or shrink. So it'll do both. Enlarge. You know. Oh, she has a spell like that though, so I might change this. She has a spell like that, so she could kind of do that. So I'm going to change the giantism to something else. You know, or maybe that'll help with the enlarged thing. I'll think about that later. But anyway, you get my drift. And then if she rolls on investigate 26 or above, which I don't think she can do that unless she rolls a 20, 1d4 damage risk. So I should probably, she could probably roll that. I don't know where investigate skill is, but anyway, I'm gonna probably make those a little easier and get her a little up. Or what I could do too is let her roll in the heal potion category, you know, or the potion category for some of these as well. You know what I mean? So she gets a mix of different potions she could make, kind of thing. So that'll make it fun for her, and she'll get a couple extra things, and then she can try to make them, you know, and that'll be fun to role play that out. And so for the cookery too, one of the guy has a cooking kit. I will do the same thing. And to me, if he can make a good meal, a tasty meal, I will give them something like some false life, you know, 1d10 hit points false life, you know, little extra energy, little extra nutrition and stuff. So I'll do that kind of thing. So that's a good thing to do, like, is break up in, the layers and stuff with these kind of things, and have in mind what kits they have, and try to have it so these are more like one-time use things. Don't throw a bunch of just magic items at them that they use over and over and over. You know, they have this whole list of magic items. It's better that they have their magic items, but then they have a couple of like one-use things that they use up. But I know, you know, so anyway, that's just my little suggestion for breaking up, pacing the dungeons, so it's not just combat all the time, and not every room should have combat. Some of it should be interesting stuff that they look through. Like in another one, they found a goblin sorcerer, and he had enough stuff there that they could make. She got the alchemy kit through all the stuff that he had, or all the crude items. It was enough there to put together a kit for alchemy, you know, making stuff. So that was kind of fun for them to like search through there and get that. So anyway, that's my suggestion for making things a little more different, a little more interesting. And you can make your own little lists, you know, quick little list of ideas that they potentially could make. See, and I'm going to change this one, obviously, just by talking here. I realized I wanted to make this have a little more variety for the potion thing. I'll do that right now. But I have to think a little, so I can't do it on video. And then for the cookery too, I'm going to have it be a couple of just little things that he can find, and then make a cool meal. So that's it. That's my little video. I want to do that too, now that because it was on my mind. Okay. Hope that helps.